God, mark this carefully, God does not sin in governing the sin of sinners. God does not sin in predestining that sin happen. God does not obliterate the moral accountability of Pilate, Herod, soldiers, crowds, when he controls their sin. There would be no salvation without God's control of this sin, because it would have been unplanned, fortuitous, random, meaningless murder with no saving design in it. But there was saving design in it. There was a plan, there was a purpose. And therefore, I conclude the sovereignty of God is absolutely all-embracing. My reasoning is like this. If God can and does govern the worst sin, then he can and does govern all sin. Which means that when you contemplate the sovereignty of God in your life, you should always see a banner flying over your life. And the banner has on it Genesis 50, verse 20. You meant it for evil, but God meant it for good. Remember where that was spoken? The brothers sold Joseph into slavery. And finally, when it all came out, how God was working all this horrible, wicked, evil for the salvation of his people and the preservation of the Jews, Joseph said, you meant it for evil, and God meant it for good. It didn't say God used it for good. A lot of people try to weasel at that point. God had a meaning and Satan had a meaning. They weren't the same meaning. God's meaning was good and Satan's was not good. So you meant it for evil, God meant it for good. Herod, Pilate, Gentile soldiers, angry crowds, you meant it for evil. God meant it for the salvation of the world. Ronnie, Benghazi terrorists, you meant the murder of Ronnie Smith last December for evil, not God. God meant to raise up 1,000 people. God meant to make the blood of the martyrs the seed of the church. You, I'm almost done. This is it. You, what sins within you or against you are filling you with a sense of inadequacy, which if you really believed God were sovereign over sin, could not stop you from fulfilling his glorious purpose for your life that we've been hearing about in these other messages. Sexual abuse, we've heard about that. Rape 2 years ago. Bullying because you were a Christian. The parent you wish you'd had and didn't have. The mother who cared more about her career than for you. The boyfriend who did not want a Christian girl with backbone, dumped you. Racial slurs. The excruciating laughter at you when you forgot your part in the school play, still there in your memory. The drunken party that left you pregnant in the morning, and then the abortion. If these sins by you or against you are no worse than the murder of the infinitely valuable Son of God, then you should see flying over your life the banner, they meant it for evil, and God meant it for good.